Just saying.
Congrats on first.
I did it.
I guess we're live.
Guess we are.
Twitch says you're live. It told me to say hello.
Good. Did you?
Hello.
Oh, wow. Thank you. Hello. I'm only using one monitor today because I have a setup. I set up my laptop in my sunroom instead of my normal, like, stream room. And I got this, like, little desk in here. And there's not room for my second monitor, so I'm just gonna be alt-tabbing to, like, my notes and stuff, so there might be spoilery things, but it should be fine.
Okay, so what you want to tell us is we shouldn't look at the stream.
I mean, you shouldn't ever look at the stream, because there's always spoilery things, right?
Okay. But I like your avatar.
Thank you. That's a new addition, courtesy of Mr. Risto Kokinen, the great comic artist. Shout out to Risto. I don't have any mods in the chat, do I?
You have Snowtwig in the chat.
Well, I don't know if Snowtwig can figure out doing shoutouts. Let me load up chat on my phone.
Apparently he can.
He shout out himself.
Yep.
I didn't know.
I know you didn't know.
And Nerd is shouting himself out as well.
Oh, that's great. That's awesome.
Mods.
I do. Alright.
Amazing mods, 10 out of 10.
Alright. So, who remembers what happened last time, where we left off?
I do.
Yeah?
So we had another fight with the Native American dude, the shaman guy,
Yeah.
who got shot again because he's magically attracting my bullets.
Yeah.
And he turned into a bird and flew away again.
Yeah, he's a sneaky one.
And we kept on riding, and we came to the next settlement, so to speak.
Uh-huh.
And this is where we currently are, and apparently it got ransacked, probably by him. And we found a skinned body in a sack made out of the skin that we buried.
Yes. Congrats.
And we looked around.
Good job.
it.
Yeah.
Oh
You
yeah,
didn't
and it wasn't just the Native American dude. He had like 10 warriors with him.
He had like 16. It was ridiculous.
Okay.
Yeah. So, what do you want to do now? The rest of the crew, you know, they're along with you. They catch up. You guys rode ahead to check out the situation. Let me just grab. There we go. Oop. Grab these dudes. And so they catch up, and Bill and Luke come over, and they see you guys over here. And why is Rex here? Is he in the call? Yes. What? Oh my gosh.
I don't know what you're talking about. I still have 4 minutes.
Okay. Hang on, I need to do something real quick.
Oh, the infinite OBS.
Just hold on. There. There we go.
It's everybody's birthday.
It's everyone's birthday. Happy birthday, everyone. So yeah, Bill and Luke come up to you guys and they ask, what'd you guys find?
Dead body, sir.
Dead bodies, huh?
Yes, sir.
This looks like your typical average, either border raiders or the Indians, I suspect. Who can tell?
Probably the Comanche that we fought off 3 times now.
Oh, that Tosair. I don't know. He seems pretty fixated on my hide. I don't know that he'd bother with these poor souls. But
Everybody needs a hobby.
What's that?
Everybody needs a hobby.
I suppose. Well, we ought to get a move on. We got some cattle to move. Did you guys want to do anything else around here before joining up with the herding party?
Brief look around.
Did we check if the body still had their toes? About this Tosair fella.
Oh my gosh.
Oh boy. Pain.
Hey, I'm fatigued and shaking. I'm trying to think here.
You might want to leave the thinking to other people.
Wow,
All
rude.
At least while you're shaken and fatigued. Some weird things coming out of your mouth here when you're so sleepy.
Right.
Okay, and with that, the party moves onward onto the dusty trail.
It's so dusty.
Onto the dusty trail. Wait, grab.
I still
There
see a
we
farm.
go. There we go. Now you don't.
Man, this trail's so dusty, it's just black.
There you be. Is that everyone? No.
No.
Oh,
Thank you.
there's your horse. What'd you name your horse?
It's still Devil's Eyes. I didn't rename it.
I think Snowtwig left your horse down here. There you go. There's your horse.
Ferret.
Wait, where's your ferret? Oh my gosh.
Trusty ferret companion.
Where's your ferret?
Banished it.
It's alright. I'll give you a new ferret. There it is. There's your ferret. Aw, he's cute.
The ferret got exploded when he exploded all the dudes.
Vaporized.
Okay. So you guys... Zenobia, you're not in your proper, position, as you are dedicated to be riding, the drag position, along with your fellow posse members.
Can you remind me what that is?
The
We're
back,
in the back.
where the cow farts are.
I'm
There
not
you
getting
go.
paid enough for this.
Okay. So, you guys are riding along the trail, and it's been a couple of days. Your fatigue and shaken has worn off, Calvin. Let's take care of that for you.
Ooh.
And
More
what's that?
Shaked it off.
Oh,
Eddie's no more shakes.
no more shakes. And all of a sudden, you guys hear the sound of a gunshot up ahead. And some of the cows start to go a little bit crazy at the front. Just a little bit crazy, and the ranchers, start to pull in a little closer to keep them in line. And where am I at? Yeah. And you don't see what's going on at the back. But you can tell that Bill, he sends a couple of guys on ahead. And why do these guys look the same? I accidentally pulled out. Okay. And they are... I'm gonna pull out those two guys. And you hear some talking up there. Would you like to approach? You may. If you wish.
Approach the talking.
Gunshot. The talking. There's talking after the gunshot. There's like shouting across. They don't want to get too close to the source of the gunshot, which appears to be these two men up ahead. And there's some raised voices, but you can't quite hear from all the way back there.
And I asked the ranch hands, "What's going on? Why have we stopped?"
Well, didn't you hear that gunshot? Somebody's shooting at us. Maybe.
I mean,
it sounded like
at us.
It sounded like an aggressive gunshot to me. I can always tell the difference.
It's a peaceful gunshot.
I've been raised around guns my whole life. I know the difference.
I just continue around, leaving there muttering about knowing the difference between an aggressive and a peaceful gunshot.
I'll follow Rex around.
Okay. Anybody else? What are you guys doing?
I'm staying behind.
Okay. Lily?
I'm also staying behind.
Okay. So as you approach, you hear these two men. They are, and you see them, they're really like gruff, big muscled, big beard guys with big old long guns. High doubles. And one of them says, "I'll be damned if I let you trample my field with a bunch of stinking Texas cows." As you got closer, you see now the where's delete? Move? Gone? There you go. You see up ahead a big old farmstead up there. And he goes, "I'll be damned if I'll let you trample my field with a bunch of stinking Texas cows. It ain't enough we gotta contend with border raiders from New Mexico, homegrown guerrillas, Injun raiding parties and Galt's bunch, but now you want to go dragging 1,000 head of cattle across our land? Ain't no way that's happening, mister. I'll stampede them cows all the way back to Santa Fe if I have to. And they start, like, well, they already have, like, guns aimed at you guys, like, aggressively warning you guys to stay away.
I ask him if he really has a gorilla farm.
A what?
You said you got homegrown gorillas.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to see the gorillas. I've never seen a gorilla before.
Like, there's those gorilla raiding parties, you know, they're all over. It's crazy out here. Ain't nobody touching our land.
I say, look, man, you've got a couple of guns pointed at us right now, but we got way more dudes here than you do, than you have guns. Just let us go. We'll peacefully pass through your land. And we'll move on.
Okay. I'm gonna need you to roll persuasion.
I can do that.
Through your mouthful of food. Your breakfast.
If I can figure out where the dice thing is.
Bones.
Bones!
Look, I rolled a 4.
What's your character sheet say?
That I have a D6.
Okay. Let me take a look here. I saw that they have specific persuasion-y things, like you can roll on a reaction table. So you didn't get a raise.
Nope.
How much a person damage inside an unclear field? Okay. So if I guess I just roll on the table. But you succeeded. Roll 2d6s for me. Okay. Here's what we'll do. We'll let you have your herd pass through our land for a $500 toll fee.
I look at him and I go, or I look at the group, our group, and I shrug and I go, I don't do anything with money. It's somebody else's problem.
Yeah, hey Bill, you got that kind of money? Are we even on the trail anymore? It'd be weird for a trail to go through somebody's farm.
You know what? You draw an interesting conclusion there, Calvin. It would be weird to have the trail go through somebody's farm. But that's where the trail goes.
I pipe up, just to be the contrarian, and say, look,
yeah.
Maybe they just built their farm over the trail. Maybe they're dumb. I say it loud.
You know what? Who are you calling dumb? You... contrarian you?
You stinking yellow-bellied rattlesnake.
Oh, no, nobody.
is
I'm not, don't worry,
contrarian?
I'm not calling you guys dumb. And I wink real hard.
How do I make this map bigger? Why is this map so tiny? Make big.
You zoom in.
I don't want to zoom in. Can't even move it after I place it. This freaking game. Yeah, you're somewhere... you're somewhere on the trail.
You're out of
He
dodge.
said
You're
he's
near Santa
driving-
Fe, I guess.
No, that's not possible. He just said he would drive it all the way back to Santa Fe, so we have to be somewhat north of that.
Sure. $500. Bill considers that's quite a sum of money. Well, what do you guys think?
In the back, Zenobia just pulls her rifle and puts it over her lap because she knows how this will play out. Or she thinks she knows how this will play out.
You know, I don't want to cause any trouble. So, we'll pay you the $500 if you'll let us pass through peacefully. Alright. So they decide to escort you guys through their land so that you're not trampling over their fields and stuff. And while they're escorting you guys, they're like at the front here. And you guys are moving through. And Bill asks one of the brothers. They're brothers, by the way. If you didn't realize or notice.
We thought they were twins, but okay.
I think that rancher could tell by the gunshot.
Wow.
I asked them just out of curiosity. Are you guys brothers? I mean, a rancher in the back said he knew from your gunshot you guys were brothers, and I just want to know if he's telling the truth.
Knew from a gunshot? That's the craziest thing I've ever heard of. Whoever tells anything from gunshots, they all sound the same.
I mean, that's what I thought too, but he must be some kind of magician.
Magician. You probably ought to take whatever he's drinking away from him. I'd keep an eye on that one.
I mean, we could give you some of what he's drinking for a reduced fee to get across the field.
If he's saying the things from drinking what he's drinking, I don't want anything of what he's drinking and you're drinking and y'all are drinking.
Okay.
So let's just hurry it up through our land, cause I don't like the look of any of you now. And Bill tries to placate.
Just say I'm ugly.
Yeah, he did.
I'm ashamed.
You're at the back. You don't even hear that.
I mean, the way he's screaming the whole time.
He's not screaming anymore. He's calmed down.
Well, you didn't say that.
Well, I mean, I bet the gun.
I have to explain every intonation I have.
Yeah.
Yes.
I bet the ranch hand back there who can understand guns probably rode up to you and was like, "Hey, from that gunshot, I heard they think you're ugly."
So Bill comes up and says, you mentioned something about the name Galt. Is that somebody we should be watching out for? And this one's name is Earl. Earl goes, "Oh, Galt's a dirty former border raider with a couple dozen gunmen in his gang. The locals might have pitched in against him, but he's got connections with Black River, and none of us need that kind of trouble. You ever hear of the Wichita Witches? No, thank you, sir. I ain't keen on being blasted or turned into some kind of toad or something. Well, we'll make sure to steer clear of those people. That sounds crazy. Well, I thank you for escorting us through your land. You know, we don't mean to make any trouble. We're just trying to move along. Alright, well, y'all stay safe out there and keep your wits about you. This is some dangerous country.
Okay, so Calvin rides over and Zenobia's like, okay, they let us through. Can we shoot them now?
I don't know. They started talking about some itchy tall witches. You know anything about that?
Beats me.
Did you say itchy tall witches?
Yeah. I don't know. It makes me scared.
Never heard of them.
I dislike that my character's a lawman because I want to absolutely say to Zenobia, they do have $5 we could take. But my character would never do that because he's the sheriff.
Yeah, it's kind of a out of character for you to play, isn't it?
Yep.
Okay.
I mean, Zenobia was a bounty hunter, so she probably wouldn't do it either.
I'm gonna progress the story here.
Then again, bounty hunters are usually basically criminals.
I'm gonna move you guys.
So the world went black again.
Go up. Scroll up. Why aren't your mounts attached? Oh, Zenobia's is.
Attached.
Oh, Rex's is. Good job.
Where's the ferret?
Oh, the ferret!
Off in the darkness.
Where does it keep going? I gotta spawn in another one. You keep hiding it?
It was next to where they were.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
there you go.
It was there a second ago.
Okay.
Moon's map switching eats all the ferrets.
I think it was the itchy tall witches.
Yeah, the itchy toe witches. Their toes are itching the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You guys pass through the brothers' homestead peacefully, less $500 of Bill's money. And a few days pass, and Bill approaches you guys and says, I sent a pair of hands off to these two. Off to Dogleg. That's a small town, a day's ride to the west. Oh, west. Over there. To scout for provisions. They ain't come back yet, though. I'm more than a little worried they've run afoul of Indians, border raiders, bandits, or even that Galt fella them brothers mentioned. Y'all are a bit more competent with trouble than the others, so how about y'all ride over to Dogleg and see if you can find them yahoos?
What
Yes,
if it's
sir.
the itchy tall witches? What are we gonna do then?
Then we are turning them into
Give 'em a good
non-breathing
scratch.
Well,
witches.
I think y'all got your own witch here. I think you might be able to handle them.
Hey, you can't just call Lily a witch.
Look at that big old hat. You can't tell me Lily's not a witch. I could tell that from day
That's-
one.
That's just
She's
a
got-
sombrero.
She's got that look about her.
What
What are you talking about? I know. I know you're terrified of her, ain't you? This fella here.
No, not at all. No,
You can't even look at her. You're so terrified.
I'm looking right at her hat.
At least she ain't itchy and tall, I guess.
I thought it was Itchy and Toe.
It's Itchy Towel.
Oh, okay.
We'll just give them a scratch if we come across them Itchy Towel witches.
Yeah, turning
All
them
right,
into breathing maw witches.
move along then. If we're gonna I'm gonna keep moving the herd north. So, you can catch up with us there, and, if you get delayed or anything, we'll be waiting for you outside the town of Exposition. Just keep going up the trail north, and you'll run into it.
That town sounds like it's full of stories, but thanks for telling us where you were going, because you're like, I'm gonna go north. You can meet us there. North's pretty big. And I just continue on.
Yep.
What kind of provisions were they supposed to get?
Oh, just some more bullets and, well, you know, it's dangerous territory around here. We want to make sure we got all the bullets we need and other, like, foodstuffs and things.
Okay.
You know,
Bullets,
provisions.
Provisions.
Yeah. Human food and gun food.
Got it. So expect you guys to not make it to the town of Exposition because you don't have enough provisions. Because we're going to get them and we'll maybe see you there.
I'm gonna order 2 provisions at the store.
Alright. Keep your wits about you. Don't die. We kind of need you. We're running out of people, I bet.
I bet.
I think only one ranch hand has died.
I don't even think he knows how many hands he got.
That's
okay.
Fair.
Okay.
It'd take a while to count $500.
Wow.
All right. So you guys, you aren't on that side. You
we're
come
on the wrong side of town.
Yeah. Hold on. I get you there. And I gotta assign you guys. This one. Can you guys move?
No.
No, I didn't think so. This
I can
one
move my
is
horse.
Calvin. This one is Zenobia. This one is Rex. This one is Lily. Alright. So, you come to the town of Dogleg. It's, and there's some, like, homes nearby, like, some homes grouped about. It's like you see a sign, the town sign that says, population of about 100. And, this looks like it's their, business district. They got some businesses lined along the street with the signs saying what the building is and all that. And there's some people scattered about, going about their daily business. They nod at you as they walk by you, doing the polite Western thing.
Trample right over them.
Yeah.
I guess I ask a passing townsperson, so where's the provision store?
Well, you could get some provisions down at Joe's General Store, down the end on the left.
All right, Joe's General.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I get down there. All right, I head toward Joe's General.
What are you doing to my text? You need to take
Joe's provision.
Take y'all's permissions away. I don't know why you guys have permissions to do text. Here, fix that. Oh wait, now you can't name your silly horses. Let me give you back permissions. There. Alright. So, Calvin approaches the provision store. Are we all going into the provision store?
Yeah.
All right.
I tie my cow up. Or my cow. My
Your cow! Rude.
At the saloon.
Shame on you, shame on your cow, shame on your family.
Yep, I tied Jackie outside.
Okay.
Go in the store.
Okay, we're going in the store. If you look up to the north of the map, you will see the inside of the general store.
Oh. Way up there.
Yeah, way up there. I make
No.
maps real big.
Wow, it's real big inside.
Yeah.
I say to Kelvin, man, this general store is really, it's really fit for you, eh?
Yeah.
Got a bunch of spaces in here.
I don't hit anything off the shelves when I walk down the aisle.
Why is your token so tiny, Rex?
Because I made it smaller because Kelvin was next to me.
Okay.
Also, my token is as big as my horse. So I was like, I should make it a little smaller.
Snowtwig, are you having trouble with your attachment of your... Oh, there you go.
Didn't want to lose the ferret again. Kelvin starts wandering the aisles.
Okay.
Half looking for the ranch hands, half looking for provisions.
So you see a number of provisions here. You see some dried goods like some some bag dried beans and some hardtack and some jerky.
Can't move my character anymore.
Oh my gosh, why not? You're gonna have to refresh.
I just did, and
I can't move your character either. What'd you do to it?
I didn't do anything.
I can't even select it. Hold on. I can't even select it. Let me refresh.
Rex died from.
Oh my gosh,
the
you're
amount of
dead.
food in the store.
Hold
Never
on.
seen so much food.
Now I can move it.
Oh, that's weird. Don't do that again.
I didn't do
He's
anything.
overwhelmed. Our tiny little skinny former sheriff.
The store clerk here says, "Well, hello, you're a new face around here. Welcome. What can I help you with? Are you looking for anything in particular?"
Yeah, we're
Howdy,
looking for
sir.
Tom and Joe.
What?
I don't know their names.
Oh,
Sir,
I'm sorry. I'll tell you their names. One moment. Their names are Juan and George.
Oh, we're looking for Juan and George. That's what I said. Tom and Joe.
we are
I
looking for two farmhands that came by here maybe yesterday or the day before. About the Ye High, and the names were Juan and Joe.
George.
Have you seen him? George, have you seen him by any chance?
My name's Joe. You looking for me?
No, sir. Unless you're riding with Bill Sutter.
Bill Sutter. Don't know that name. Don't know any of the names you're mentioning or seen any of the characters you're describing. Unfortunately, I'm sorry to say.
So they weren't here.
Not in my store.
Alright.
And I'm the only one that works this store, so...
Fair enough. Anyone else in town selling bullets?
Yeah, you could go visit the gunsmith, down, he's a couple doors down from me.
They weren't
All
looking
right.
for bullets, though. They were looking for provisions.
No, they were looking for bullets and provisions.
I asked Joe if there's been a problem with like bandits and criminal activity. Maybe our friends didn't actually get here.
Well, you know, we've had quite a bit of trouble around here, and of course our marshal is no help, being... But you didn't hear this from me, but he's one of Galt's men, if you know what I mean. You've heard of Galt, haven't you?
No idea who Galt is. Absolutely say, okay, got it. So he's useless, and we don't know that he's one of Galt's men from you, but we know he's useless. Got it.
Well, he's useless in the way of being a marshal and helping out the town. But he sure is useful to Galt. If you know what I'm saying.
We know.
He ain't a man of the law of this town. If you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. Anything else you can tell us about any recent things that happened?
Just that I keep hearing about these raiding parties. I think the most recent one I heard about was that George Farley stead, a couple days ride from here. I heard they burned that place to a crisp. Those Galt men.
They sure did.
Yeah, I even heard they try to make it look like an Indian attack. Can you believe that nonsense?
Well, they sure did.
I mean, with all the trouble those men cause, ain't no use trying to hide it. It's pretty obvious, all the mess they've been causing around here. I'm just sick of it, and everybody around here will say the same. There's a chipmunk in my cornfield.
Enough.
Little chipmunk!
Joe looks out the window. There's a chipmunk in my cornfield.
Oh, he's so cute!
Where's the cornfield, Joe?
Oh, he's so cute.
I say to Zenobia, we might want to take everything Joe has to say with a massive grain of salt, since he,
Oh, grain of salt! I got loads of salt for you. See them barrels over there in the corner? You just tell me how much salt you need. I get it for you.
Yeah. Maybe we'll come back later for the provisions if we don't find Jose and Jorge.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll be looking forward to seeing you again.
Okay.
How much?
Y'all
is a
come
piece
back
of
now
jerky?
here. 1 cent per piece.
I'm gonna take 10 pieces.
They're yours, sir. Thank you very kindly for your business.
Calvin just holds them all in his hand, starts...
That's the best giant cave spider jerky you'll ever see. Ever taste.
Spider?
Mm-hmm. Them mountain spiders. They're a little tough, but you get used to it. It's a good chew.
Got the hair on them, yeah.
Oh no, pre-haired. The boiling in the water takes care of all that hair. Pulls it right off.
Ah, good. Calvin just keeps munching on it. This is good stuff. Where are we going next? Where's the bullet store?
Just a couple doors down. You can't miss it. All right.
Leaves.
Okay, you guys leave. And you're
down
going
the street
you're gonna go
to the gunsmith.
All right. And you guys come to... You're all going in?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me take you into the gunsmith. There you go. There's a gunsmith.
It's the same fucking store.
Oh, hey, Joe.
So you come in.
Joe, you run the gunsmith as well?
Joe. Oh no, that's the provision store a couple doors down. My name's Walter.
Oh,
and
your store looks identical to Joe's store. I mean, from the outside, they look like they're two totally different places. You know, his being long and rectangular, yours being absolutely square. But you know, once you step in, it's like you walk through a magical door, and it's exactly the same place.
You know, it saves a lot of money when you just copy paste the same store layout. You know, no thinking involved. Just copy paste. But you know, you see, I got all sorts of wares for any kind of gun or weapon supplies you need. I've got bullets. I've got rifles. Anything you want.
I got a question for you.
Yes, sir.
We're looking,
yes, ma'am.
We're looking for two acquaintances of ours, Jose and Javier. About ye high, wearing both hats, brown leather vests, looking kinda dusty. Have you seen them? They probably came around buying bullets.
He thinks. He strokes his beard and he goes, Nah, I can't say I have. I usually only see the people from this town. You know, everybody knows everybody. But I ain't seen the likes of you or anyone else different before. You know, I did kind of see some, maybe like a couple of guys get drug in by the marshal.
Marshal, you say?
Yeah, the marshal and his men, you know.
Yeah, we know. We know
Yeah.
where.
Oh, you mean the what the fuck was that guy's name? What was that guy's name that we're talking about? The guy's name starts with a G.
Galt.
Gold. You mean that guy? The guy that Joe told us is and I just stopped talking.
No, it wasn't Galt. It was Galt's hired men to run this town. They kind of took over from the marshal that was here, that was good to us. And now Galt's got his hand in politics. He owns and runs everything, including this town. And I don't know what those fellas did to tick them off, but I saw them getting drug out of the saloon over to the marshal's office.
Of course they were in the fucking saloon, bunch of goddamn alcoholics.
Yeah. I think that's where they might be, over at the marshal's office.
Great. And I start walking to the door.
If I had to guess, if I was a betting man, I'd bet they'd be in the marshal's office. Don't know what they did to tick them off, but
I bet you're a betting man.
I bet they're in there.
Thanks for the information.
Well,
You bet. I bet and you bet.
A whole lot of betting going on in this place. This also the gambling hall?
Oh no, there's some gambling going on at the saloon though. There's always some games going on. People like losing their money. I don't touch it. No, not me. It's all a racket. House always wins.
Yeah, you're a betting man. Okay, yep, got it.
I said if I was a betting man, which I'm not, I'd bet you they're in the marshal's office.
Jesus. I walk with them, with the rest of the group, out and towards the sheriff's. On the way, I'm taking the rifle from my horse saddleback.
Mm-hmm.
And putting it on my back.
Okay.
Taking the horses. Going to the marshal. I assume it's the same room?
No.
Oh.
No, see, this house is clearly a different shape. This one's L-shaped.
Okay, a moment. Let me take this here. If you'll look to the top right corner and place your tokens and proceed as you will. No, there you go, Lily. So the marshal's office. You just barge right in? Okay.
Are we supposed to knock first? I don't know.
Well, you come in and you see your typical standard marshal's office with some jail cells. They got cots and benches in them, and a desk at one end with what you can tell is the marshal. He's got like a star, sheriff star, whatever. And he's got these two badge, sure. And these two gruff-looking dudes on either side of him. And, this guy, he goes, what can I help you with, strangers?
Good day, sir. We are looking...
I walk up and I say, hey, from one lawman to another, those are some pretty luxurious cells you got back there. Who's your supplier for your cells?
Supplier for the cells?
Yeah,
How should I know? I just come into this job, and it's all like this. When I got here.
Oh, so you're new to being a lawman.
You might say that. You said you're a fellow lawman. Where do you hail from?
That small town that I didn't name in Texas.
I see. Well, the name's Marshall Wilcott. And, what can I help you with?
We're looking to see if maybe you've seen or heard from our friends Juan Valdez and Rico Suave.
You talking about them two fellers? And he gestures over to there's one dude in each of these cells here that you may or may not have noticed. But, they're sitting on these benches here in their cell, and they're sitting there looking pretty hurt. They clearly have been beaten up.
Great. Are they actually the guys from our...
Yes. You recognize them.
Okay, even
as
better. Yeah.
Juan and George.
Oh, okay, fantastic. Juan and George. Oh, look at that. That's Juan and George. Yeah, those are the guys we're looking for.
Yeah, well, we got us a little problem. These fellas got drunk and busted up my favorite watering hole. Me and the boys had to take them into custody, for the good of the town, of course. Before we can let them go, we'd need restitution for the damages to local establishments. I'd say 100 a head ought to do it.
Shucks. I don't have no money. But, I mean, I know these guys. There's no way they were busting up a watering hole.
Well, that'd be, your word over mine, and you weren't here.
I say, just give me a minute, sir. And I walk over and I ask them if they were busting up the watering hole.
No, we didn't do that. Wouldn't never.
Awesome. Then I come back and I go, look, they say they didn't do it, and now it's both of their words and mine against yours. I mean, that's 3 against 1. You gotta let them go.
Roll me a persuasion roll.
Uh, 5.
Oh. Well, I'll do this for you. We'll make that $75 per head.
Make it 0.
Nah, I can't be doing that.
Yeah, I don't have $75. hole. I go, look, I know they weren't busting up the watering hole. They may very well have stopped there for a drink, which they shouldn't have done. I say quite loudly so that they hear me. But they definitely weren't busting the place up. You know, we've got other things to do. They know we're on a tight timeline. There's no way they were causing trouble enough to get arrested.
Well, it seems we have a difference of opinion, and I ain't gotta listen to you, Mr. Lawman, that don't even know where he's from. So, if you ain't paying up, you can just walk on out of here, mind your own business.
Yeah, I'm not leaving without them.
Alright. Seems we need to try to convince you in a different way. And they draw guns. And I guess we're getting into initiative, folks.
Initiative.
Yay.
I drew him.
Alright. Let me get a deck of cards. Oh, shoot. I gotta import the freaking... Oh, there it is. Create. Thank you. Shuffle. Thank you very much. Draw. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Get my little character tokens up here. And you. And let me name these guys. Deputy 1. Freaking rabbit, go away. Like they run the place. Oh.
They want that food?
I ain't getting it.
You
Come
just
on.
shared it, they'd go away.
No, they wouldn't. Deputy 2. There we go. And this is Marshall Wilcott. Alright. One for you. Anybody using like quick drawy abilities? And able to flip their cards?
Nope, can't flip it.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh!
You can flip it.
Oh, there's a peak card
I take
ability?
I take a Benny for quick draw.
Do you do that before or after you draw, or does it matter?
Doesn't matter. During initiative.
Hero draws 2 cards when spending a penny. Okay. For additional action cards. So you get 1 more card.
I get 2 cards, yeah.
Okay. Draw card. For you. And Wilcott is going to use his Benny for his quick draw to draw a card.
I get another card, please.
Whoo! Hot dog! I got your card.
Beats 2.
I get 2.
If you
Yeah, you got 2.
You have no. If you
No,
have
I get
quick
2. I draw 2 more.
If you use quick draw the ability, you draw 2 additional cards instead of 1. Normally, you
Hero
just
draws
use
2
Benny
cards
to
when
get...
spending a Benny for additional action card.
Yes, you spend a Benny to get 1 card normally. You can just do that. You don't need to be quick draw for that. If you have quick draw, you also get an additional card.
Yeah, so you have 2 cards.
No. You spent a Benny, you gave him 1 card. Then he has the quick draw ability, you give him a 3rd card. So
He
you get
gets
the
a
normal
Benny. He
initiative
gets
card,
1
then you
card with
spend-
or without a Benny. He gets 1 card.
You get your normal initiative card, then he spent a Benny to draw an additional initiative card, Then,
What?
because he has quick draw, he gets an additional card. He gets 3 cards.
Noon, we've been doing that for the last 4 sessions.
But I've actually been reading it this time and not just taking your word for it.
He gets
Yeah,
an
you're
additional
misreading
card
it.
when he spends a Benny to get an additional extra card.
Does he have quick draw?
Yes, he does.
She said he used his quick draw ability to draw a card.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna say he used. Oh, let me draw. Let me draw. What is? Oh, it's a shape. Can I draw this? No, I want to draw like a shape. Oh my gosh. Draw. Marker. What is happening? Stroke style. This. 1 Benny. Okay. Flip this. Extraneous card. Okay. So, Wilcott goes. What?
And then you can choose which card you want.
Yeah, I
Then
want
you
this
pick one
card.
of the 3 cards. Yeah.
So since I can't move my card, can you please put the
Jack on top, yeah.
yeah, the jack on top. Thank you.
You're welcome. I was just thinking, is there a way I could give you guys permissions for that? But since this is an extension, I don't know how. Anyway,
I can't move the card. Oh, I was able to flip my card before I flipped it. And I flip it now.
I don't know. I'll do some research if I remember. Okay. Marshall Wilcott stands up out of his chair. And he... He's gonna try to fan the hammer. I've never done this before. May fire up to 6 shoots in single action. Each shot is a shooting die at -4 penalty, along with the wild die. His shooting skill is a 10. Shooting die is 6 shots and oh my gosh! So I'm rolling 6 d10s.
Yep.
Whoa!
Do you have to declare one target, or what does it say about the target?
May fire up to 6 shots in single action. Each shot is a shooting die. It doesn't say about. It's fan the hammer edge. Let me see. Fan the hammer. Of course, it's not in the index. Let me look it up here in that book. Oh wait, isn't there a page number with this? Well, let me look. See. Fan the hammer. No? Let me see. Edge. Fan. You got it.
Mouse foes.
Page 19.
Wild die.
It's not on page 19.
What are you doing? What are you looking for?
Trying to determine fan the hammer if I am declaring targets or if I'm rolling and then assigning the shots.
I mean, you have to assign the target first before you roll. You can't roll and then say who.
All right, let's do this. He's gonna. It says up to 6 times. He's gonna fan the hammer 4 times. So he's gonna try and hit each one of you with 1 shot.
Go for it.
And he's gonna roll a D10. This one is for Rex. And he gets a wild die, right? Let me see. Fire on each shot is a shooting die at -4 penalty, along with wild die if the shooter's a wild card, which he is. So I get the wild die also.
Yep.
So that's a 5. Oh, no, that was Rex's roll. That's a 6. So that's a 2 to hit, and that fails. Alright, yeah. On shooting dies 1 or 2, there's a chance to hit an innocent bystander. There is innocent bystander rules. Let me look, and for that,
But your
innocent...
dice wasn't a 1 or 2. It's not a 1 or 2 after modification. It's if the dice is a 1 or 2.
Shooting dice 1 or 2. Seems kind of a stretch.
It says if the dice comes up 1 or 2. That means if what's showing on the dice is a 1 or a 2, not after modification.
I'm trying to find the book page because I have the unabbreviated.
It's page 19 of the Wild West book.
Oh, that's why I'm not seeing it. Look in the wrong book. Fan the hammer. I see. Okay. Alright. Okay, yes, I
see. If you can actually select multiple targets for it or not.
Well, if you're fanning the hammer... Oh, I see what you're saying, though.
Yeah, that's why I asked what it says about targets.
With this
but it
edge
doesn't,
can hit a
so I
target,
assume...
slapping or gun fast. With this edge, can hit a target while slapping her gun faster than the gunslinger wants to fan or holds a trigger in a single action. I'm assuming it's one target.
Yeah, so you pick one target and then all 6 shots are against that single target.
Up to.
Yeah, if you use it 6 times. Yeah.
Which I don't know why you wouldn't.
Well, you said you'd take 4, so...
Well, I was thinking I was targeting every individual. But since I can only target one person...
Your gun has 6 shots.
What's that?
Your gun has 6 shots? I assume it does, but... You can only shoot as many bullets as are in the gun. You can't reload in the middle of shooting.
Well, he has the edge fan the hammer, but can't do it if he doesn't have the right gun?
It says in there you can take as many shots. You can take 6 shots to the maximum number of bullets in the gun.
I don't know how many bullets are in the gun. There's a rate of fire of 1.
It tells you how many shots are in the gun. What's the gun?
We're gonna go with the
Right?
the Winchester 73. Oh, the chipmunk's out again. Oh my goodness, it's so cute. Winchester 73.
That's a rifle with 11 shots.
Okay, well there you go.
Way you can fan the hammer on a Winchester.
I'm loading 6 shots into you, buddy.
Wait 1 second.
So 1.
Fan
Nope.
the hammers for pistols.
No, you can't use it. Holds the trigger
What?
of a single action pistol.
Yeah.
Then why do I have this edge?
Maybe because they assume that you give him a pistol if you encounter him in this scenario.
It didn't say that.
Just give him a Cold Frontier and you're good.
Fine. Each shot.
Cold Frontier has 6 shots and damage is 2d6 plus 1. AP 1, ROF 1.
6 plus 1. Alright.
You want the stat block?
No, it's good enough. Oh wait, how many bullets does that hold?
6.
Alright. I'm rolling 5 more. Did I roll the right dice? That didn't look like 10-sided dice. I guess it was.
Got a 7.
I got a
But
minus
-4.
4.
Needs 8 or better to hit me.
Oh my gosh! This is pointless!
However, he's a character. You didn't roll his wild die.
Yeah, I did on the first roll.
Only the first
Yeah.
roll gets a wild die?
No, every roll gets a wild die.
What?
You need to roll. Yes,
Yeah, you need
of course.
roll 5 more dice.
Why wouldn't it?
Along with the wild die. Each shot is a
Each shot has the normal
and one
skill die
roll
and
6
a wild
shooting dice and 1 wild die. A player character firing all 6 shots for example, roll 6 shooting die and 1 wild die.
Well,
Good point.
So I
in that
missed.
case, you don't hit.
Now we're looking at the innocent bystander rule.
But none of your dice
Wait.
were 1s or 2s.
Right, 1s or 2s, right.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. So he's swinging his hammer, and he accidentally shoots his like, fills up his desk right in front of him with the bullets instead of into you. And he's, like, cursing and, like, trying to sort out his gun, because he's got to reload now. I don't remember what the reloading rules are, but we can look at that on his next turn.
Takes an action.
Is it an action?
Yeah.
Well, that'll be an action on his next turn, I guess. And then if he wants to shoot again, he would take a -2 to his shooting? I assume.
Yes, because reloading is an action, not a free action.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think reloading actually takes more than that. But to reload in one combat, it messed up my turn.
Alright, Deputy 1 is... Oh my gosh, he has Quick Draw too? Jeez. He doesn't need it. He might do it next round, though. He's gonna shoot the big guy, Calvin. Because he's big, dude. He's gonna use his Winchester 73. And he rolls his shooting skill die of a D8. Ooh! And he hits you, and he's gonna roll his damage. 2d8 minus 1. That's an 8, so you're shaken and wounded, right? Oh wait, no, it's not a 4. It's your toughness. What's your toughness?
6. 6.
So 8 to your 6. You're shaken! You're shooketh!
Shooked.
You got shooken? Cause you got bullets, piercing you. You're not wounded, though. They hit you real hard. Next. Alright, and he's gonna step a little closer to Marshall to, like, protect him. Deputy 2 is gonna shoot at Rex. Well, no, because the Marshal was aiming for him. He's gonna shoot at Zenobia over there. With the D8. That's a 7! And he's gonna roll his damage, 2d8s. To your...
Holy shit.
Right? Yeah, 2d8, yep. 13 minus 1 is 12 to your toughness.
I have 5 toughness.
Ooh.
No, wait, I have... I have armor.
I have armor piercing of 2.
Yeah, I have to look it up. Give me a second. Gear.
So the reload is 1 action per bullet he is reloading.
What?
So if he wants to reload all 6 bullets, it takes him 6
Oh
actions.
my gosh, what a waste.
Unless he has a speed loader, which is why I took the speed loader in my gear, because the speed loader changes that. It still costs you actions, but it's less. So the speed loader, if you have it, allows you to reload a 6-shooter in 1 action, assuming that the speed loader's already loaded. So you can only do that once per turn, or per combat, theoretically.
Okay. My armor's only 2, so I get the full damage.
Okay, so
So
you...
7.
You're... What do you mean 7? 7 what?
You rolled 13? Oh, no,
I rolled
8,
13 minus 1, so that's
Oh,
12.
minus 1,
Your
that's 12.
Your toughness is
5.
5. So you are shaken and you have 1 wound.
Okay.
And that's his turn. Next we have Zenobia.
Yep. 1 second.
Y'all shaking in your boots.
I ain't got shot, so makes sense.
Okay, sorry. My headset was running out of battery. So through that 1 wound, I get -1 on all rolls, correct?
Let me see. Combat. So, because you are shaken, you can only do free actions until you do a spirit roll to become unshaken.
So that's the first thing I have to do then. Roll a spirit
Yeah. Yeah.
roll. Okay.
Let's see.
Spirit plus wild die.
Okay.
It's the start of each turn, okay, to clear, and it's 4 or higher. Alright, my spirit is a d6, so I roll 2d6. That's a 6.
Explode.
I assume I don't have to roll that
You just need a
explosion
4.
die.
Yeah, you just need a
Okay.
4 to beat it. Yeah.
Okay, so shaken is gone.
Okay. Let me take care of that for you.
And here's wounds, -1 to pace, and all trait rolls per wound. So I'm at -1 for all trait rolls.
Where does it say that? Damage effects.
On my cheat sheet. Under
cheat
common
sheet, it says it, but-
modifiers.
Yeah. If you
Oh, I
It-
see.
it
Each
would be
wound a
listed
character suffers causes 1. Oh, okay.
to a maximum penalty of -3, yeah, because after that you're downed.
Yep. Okay, so I have my my cold frontier.
Almost noon, like you should learn how to use the index in the back of the book.
The index has not been helpful for me.
And I'm firing at the marshal.
Okay.
So shooting. It's a D8 and a D6. That's a 4.
That's
That
your
hits,
that's your
I assume?
shooting skill, yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's my shooting skill.
Mm-hmm.
Does that hit or?
Yes. You got a 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then
Oh wait,
I
don't you have a
roll-
negative? Don't you
Oh,
have
yeah, I
a?
have a minus
So
1.
you
Then I have
you
to take
miss.
then I have to take Benny for a reroll.
Like your second Benny?
Fuck this. Nope, I miss.
You used 2 Bennies now?
Yep, I'm down to 1 Benny.
Okay. So, anything else on your turn?
Can't do anything.
Alright. Lily!
What does what range is a spell again? If it's just says an attribute, is it the dice number or do you roll it?
What's the spell?
It's the number on the side. It's the number on the dice is what we've been doing. So if your dice is spirit and you have a D6 as your spirit dice, then we've been doing 6 is your range.
Lily's gonna walk up here and cast fear on the marshal.
Okay. So that's gonna be your occult skill roll, I believe, with a wild die, which is a D6, to see if you can cast it. Trying to look up the power just to be certain
Page
we're
one.
doing this right.
Page 151.
Thank you.
Book.
Where's the fear spell?
Oh, that I didn't. That's not the one I went to look for. I went to look for how to actually do.
List of
using spells.
powers.
I think 61.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
So it costs 2 power points. It's your smarts range. So you rolled a 5, is that right?
Yep.
So you successfully cast the spell. And what does your fear spell look like?
Fucking terrifying.
What is it? What happens? Like what's the effect you're having with your fear?
I guess just like a hard stare.
Okay. And oh wait. I have something for this. There you go. And this was at the Marshall, correct?
Yeah, I think it's just one person.
Okay. And let's see. Extras who fail are panicked. Wild cards roll on the fear table. The power is cast. It's not casted or raised, so I'm just rolling on the fear table. Let me see if he has any resistances to any of this. Doesn't look like it.
Oh,
Greedy,
Scary
ruthless. No. No. Okay. So I need to find the fear table, which I believe I have in my notes here. Yes. Roll me a d20, please, Lily.
Okay.
16. He has become panicked. Character immediately moves his full pace plus running die away from the danger and is shaken, he has become so afraid of you and just runs up against the wall. Like, he puts his hands against the wall, like he's like trying to like push into the wall as much as he can away from you.
He goes and hides in the corner, basically.
He crouches down behind his chair. Anything else, Lily?
Nope.
Okay. We'll take your scary face off. And it's Rex.
So as my turn comes around, everybody smells this weird smell in the air. They're not quite sure what it is, but it kind of smells like a really fucking sour fart. I almost shit myself when Lily cast fear. And I do the same thing that the marshal did, and I run over here into the corner next to him. However, now I use my free action.
The trail behind you.
Now I use my free action to stab at the marshal with my dagger.
Mm-hmm.
Which means I need to roll some of these. They do absolutely fuck all because I think I'm -2 to all my rolls because of that fear.
Mine is tooted.
Oh my gosh.
Where's the hindrances in this fucking book?
There are squirrels and rabbits and chipmunks all over here, and these dogs are just sleeping. Not doing anything about it.
One has to ask, what do you have the dogs for then?
Yeah. Why have the dogs exactly?
I love them. They're my
I
children.
mean, they're not really dogs, they're guard rats.
It's okay,
Yep,
my cages
so-
are working out very good, because they're not in any of it. It's fantastic.
So I do absolutely nothing when I try to stab at him because I'm just shaking and I my knife. And then I'm like, well, now that I'm standing right here, maybe I can shoot you and that will make me feel better. So then I shoot at him. Let's see if shooting goes any better. Shooting goes a little better. Okay, so let's reload the exploding 6. That exploded again. Shooting goes significantly better.
So you get to add a d6 to your damage roll.
So my total is 6, 6, and 2, so it's 10. No, sorry, 12, because I have a -2 to my roll.
Okay.
So it'll be 14 was my roll to hit, and then minus the 2.
So you land your bullet,
Perfect.
and you get to add a d6 for your damage roll.
Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3 d6. So the damage roll is, wow, a whole bunch of fucking ones.
Whoa.
My damage roll is 6.
That's some weak bullets.
6?
6. Because it's 2d6 plus 1 plus the d6 that you added for the...
I think
Oh,
that
nice.
rancher would have said your bullet was scared.
Yeah, my bullet was scared too.
So you shoot, and as much the most your bullet does is makes him even more afraid.
He's
Good
more
job.
shooketh.
He's more
Is
shooketh.
he already shaken?
Yeah, from being afraid.
If
Afraid. Oh,
He's already shaken,
right.
Then he takes a wound.
I'm sorry. Yes, correct. So he has 1 wound. My bad. 1. wound.
And I did so good at shooting him that I'm gonna attempt to shoot him again.
-4.
Yeah, but the 6 exploded.
Nice.
But yes, with a -4. Oh yeah, look at that. The 6 exploded again.
Oh my
Damn.
gosh, what?
Okay, didn't explode that time. So this time it's 12, 13 -4. It's a 9 this time.
That sure shit
Okay.
hits.
So you did also get a raise, so you get to add a d6 for your damage roll.
Fantastic. This time the damage is 9.
Okay. So that means... Wait, with a toughness of 6. Let's see. Toughness 6. So let me combat. So one victim is already shaken. He takes another wound. Wait, my brain just broke. He takes another wound. So that's... He's got 2 wounds.
Excellent. While he's also scared and I'm scared and he's taken some damage, now I'm going to try to handcuff him with my third action at a -6.
Okay.
Jeez.
I don't know what the roll is. I need to do that.
Let me look at the skills list. Or, yeah.
Can
Yeah?
Grappling or fighting or something?
Oh, fighting's a good idea. Yeah, let's do fighting. You're trying to combat him with handcuffs. Or wait, let's do athletics, because that says overall athletic coordination and ability. So you're trying to coordinate. It's like it's also including like wrestling and stuff. So let's do athletics.
Okay, let me just check what this is. I think in that case I get a +2. I will roll the dice and then I will figure out what this gives me. I don't think it matters because 4 minus 6, even if I have a +2, is still 0.
So you drop the handcuffs.
Yeah. I mean, I don't drop the handcuffs, but I just sit there shakingly going, give me your hands. As scared as he is, give me your hands.
I want to hold hands. I'm scared.
And that's it. That's all I can do in this turn.
Okay. I'm just curious. Are there like... Oh, ganging up. Oh, okay.
So, the one thing I don't think we have resolved is how the phobia works. So obviously, if Lily casts a spell near me, I'm scared. How long am I scared for?
Let me see.
I've been assuming it's just the same turn that
Was
Lily
it a
cast the spell.
minor phobia or major phobia?
Major. That's why I'm taking the -2. Because minor and major only tell you how much it is impacting you, not how long.
Assume it's all the time because it's a hindrance that you have. Let me see. Hindrances, major phobia. Character's afraid of something and subtracts 1 or 2 from all trait rolls in its presence. Oh my gosh.
Right. So, like, I'm afraid when Lily's casting the spell, which would be in that single turn, but if Lily doesn't cast a spell next turn, then I'm not in the presence of the spell because it's no longer being cast. right?
Do you have a phobia of the spell or a phobia of Lily?
My phobia is of Lily casting the spell because I got it from when she cast that fear in the first fucking turn in the first game.
Okay.
Yeah. It's all.
I wouldn't. Of just being afraid of her, I would have spent my edges to better myself because otherwise that makes me basically unplayable.
Yeah, like you
So
should have done that.
No, I want to play. I'm playing the narrative character.
Okay.
If I was just afraid of a character in my party, I would have had to.
The duration of the power is instant, so it's no longer active.
So it's okay. So it's while it's in the same turn that she cast. Assuming that's the fear in this case is the spell she cast. If she casts something that maintains that and obviously as it's being maintained, I'm scared. Okay.
Is that your turn?
Excellent. So next turn I don't have a disadvantage.
Okay. Calvin.
Finally, my turn. First I use a Benny to get rid of my Shaken.
Okay.
That's my first Benny use. And then I'm gonna run up and punch Deputy 1.
Alright. Roll your whatever. Strength, maybe? Fighting?
Roll my whatever. My strength. Yep. Let's see. The damage is strength. The melee is fighting. You are correct. Which is 6. So 2 6 is 1 total. Go. 5.
And that's to his parry.
Parry. Yep.
Which is 5. So I think you successfully punch him, right? Because it favors the player, I think.
Alright.
And roll your damage.
Damage, since I'm unarmed, is strength. So that is a 10. Plus do you get a wild on damage?
No.
No.
Okay, so just the 10. 10!
10!
Hey.
Exploded.
You!
This dude's head off again.
Where do you aim your fist?
At his face, of course.
Okay. You sock him good in the
Shot me.
face.
Mhm.
And, you knock a tooth out, and his cheek starts swelling up. You wounded him.
Nice.
Let me put... Oh, wait, no, wait. Hold on, because he's a extra dude. He doesn't take wounds. You knock him out cold. He's incapacitated.
Nice.
Do I have an incapacitated?
Punch his fucking head off, and now we're all scared of you too.
Second dude I punched the head off of.
We'll say he's unconscious. You socked him a good one.
Yeah.
Alright. Still your turn. If you'd like to do anything else.
No, I'm good.
Okay. Then we're gonna draw new cards after a quick bathroom break. Because I've been drinking water.
Okay.
Break the bathroom.
Everybody hydrate and use the bathroom. BRB.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't use that button. My stream deck needs recalibrated. Whatever, BRB.
Did she leave us unmuted? Yeah, she did. Hello, chat.
She keeps making this mistake of just leaving us in her stream
Yep.
without being muted.
Yep.
It's our stream now.
So let's talk about today's sponsor, Norton Antivirus.
If you want a virus on your computer, download Norton Antivirus.
Actually, Best
Comes with
viruses in the
viruses.
business.
Right?
As good as getting any other virus.
Plus the Russian spyware. Hey.
Alright! Oh wait, let me fill my water glass.
We have time for a second sponsor, Nestle. If you really want to get exploited and your drinking water increased by 500% in price, buy Nestle.
Nestle!
Whatever.
Hello, doggies. Let me check if the doggies have water.
Oh god, here we go.
We have time for a third sponsor, Lockheed Martin. If you want to bomb remote villages in remote countries.
Alright! Oh my gosh, you guys are stinking cute. Can't stand it. Okay!
That's very
You're
nice
that
of you to
cute,
say
yeah.
that we are cute.
Right?
Let's draw new cards.
You didn't mean us, right?
What? No, my dogs. My dogs are so cute.
Oh. Now I feel sad.
Good. That was the intent.
Wow. Rude.
You may flip your cards if you're able.
Am I able? Oh, mine's already flipped.
The remaining deputy is gonna use his quick draw ability.
Wait,
Extra
what?
of pennies?
Oh.
Well, it says in the character profile, or the stat block here, says he has an edge of quick draw.
Yeah, but you need a Benny to activate it.
I think you're wrong. I think your guys are crazy.
No.
What page?
The one that describes bennies.
Quick draw. Quick draw! Let me see. Edge.
But it's not the character that gets bennies. It's
Draw.
the GM that gets bennies.
Oh.
The characters,
I
the
see.
wild card characters each get 2 bennies.
Yeah.
And the GM gets as many bennies as there are players.
Yeah. So it's,
Damn.
it's page 90 that tells you how
Page 19
that.
of the Deadlands book. Quick draw. You draw 2 cards when spending a Benny for an additional card at the beginning of a round. You may choose your final action card from any of your available choices, including additional. You also add +2.
But you.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense that an extra would have a quick draw ability if you have to spend a Benny.
Yes, because you get the bennies as the game master. You
Oh,
can use them on any character you want.
yes.
Extra doesn't get bennies. The
Yes.
game master has bennies, so you can use them on any character you're playing. On page 90, it tells you that one of the things you can use a benny on is drawing a new action card.
Yes.
So
I
if
follow.
you're going to spend that benny to draw a new action card and you have quick draw, you draw 2 cards instead of 1. That's how that works.
2 cards instead of 1. That's what I've been trying to tell you guys. You don't get 3 cards, you get 2 cards.
You get 3 cards. You get your first card.
That doesn't make any sense!
Then you spend a Benny to get
Oh my
an
gosh.
additional card.
It doesn't
then
even help.
Draw gives you an additional card.
Which one goes first, the hearts or the diamonds?
Art.
I think hearts.
I don't...
I think it's
It's
spades,
on my-
hearts.
It's
Wait,
on my cheat
spades,
sheet.
hearts, diamonds. Okay. So, Gunman is gonna go with the 7 of hearts. Alright.
It literally doesn't matter.
Calvin!
Yeah, diamonds go at the same time.
Calvin! It's Europe.
I go first. I run over to Deputy 2 and try to punch him in the face.
In the face.
In the face.
Go do your rolling. They're freaking chipmunks.
It is
Shoot.
2-6 for fighting. Only a 3.
You swing and a miss. Whoosh. He ducks.
I'll try to punch him again.
Okay.
I chant in the background. Punch his head off.
So it's
Let
a
his dick
negative
and twist
2,
it.
I think, to your roll.
Yeah. So it's only a 2, so I miss again.
You swing with your other arm, and he ducks the other way.
He's a wily fella. Well, I guess that's it then.
Okay.
I'm done.
Okay. Next, we have Rex.
I'm going to start this time, now that I'm not afraid, by attempting to arrest the marshal.
Okay. Do your athletics.
That's the wrong dice. That's the one I need.
I'm so
Both
hungry.
of my dice explode.
Holy smokes.
Hey.
Oh, dang.
One of my dice explodes again.
You arrest him so hard.
It
Hey,
explodes again.
You cheater! You broke the
I'm
code.
rolling your dice.
Alright.
So
You
that's
hogtie him.
1, 2, 3 is 8, 18, it's 20.
Describe
to
how
arrest him.
you arrest him.
I knee him right in the face because he's cowering in the corner, and then I'm not going to continue describing what I was going to say. Then I just twist his arms behind his back and slap the handcuffs on him.
Okay. And seeing that, Deputy 2 raises his hands. He drops his gun, raises his hands, in surrender.
Oh,
Excellent.
we are killing them, right?
I mean, if he didn't, I was just going to turn and shoot him. Because I still get 2 actions, and we're rolling all these exploding 6s. I was bound to just blow his friggin' head off, but
Marshal Wilcott, he's laying there on the floor. He's handcuffed, arms behind his back, and he's just like breathing really heavily. He's not in the best shape, and he's still like panicked from what Lily did to him. He's kind of having a panic attack.
I'm just going to secure Deputy number 2 as well. I don't know how many pairs of handcuffs I have because I just wrote handcuffs.
He willingly holds out his hands to you to cuff. You don't need to make any roll for that.
Okay, and is the other guy actually dead, or is he
He's
just
unconscious.
laying on the floor? Okay, so then I'm gonna go and tie him up,
Okay.
just in case he comes back too. Because Jose Wallet are there in the provisions store told us that these guys were working with the bad guy, the bandits or whatever. That's why I'm arresting them and not just straight killing them.
So one is still not tied up, right?
No,
they're both the two who aren't knocked out are handcuffed. The guy who's knocked out is just tied up.
All right. Then I take the key either from the marshal or from his desk.
You find it in the desk drawer.
And I let our two guys out.
They stumble out. And they say, boy, you guys sure can handle yourselves in a fight. We sure do appreciate it. But we gotta hurry.
Yeah, we get lucky sometimes, you know. It depends on how the dice gods. It's just
oh
luck.
God, how God wants us.
We gotta go warn Bill.
Warn him about what?
Those guys, they when they were they found out they were beating us up, and they made us say that we're with Bill, and he's driving his cattle through. I think they're gonna let this fella Galt, know about Bill and all the cattle that he can raid. We gotta go warn him. I think he's sending Galt after him.
Intimidatingly, I stare at Deputy Number 2 while playing with my pistol, and ask him for more details about Galt and whatever their plans are with our cattle drive. Now that I heard this from our guys.
So he's willingly gonna tell you. He's looking out for his own skin, you know. He goes, Galt, he runs this big gang outside of town, and we are basically his informants, and we let him know what these fellas said about this big herd of cattle running through, and they're gonna take everything they're worth. You can bet that.
Okay. I push him and the other unconscious guy into two of the cells, and I asked the other guys in the group with me, should we take
Juan and George
with us? No, not them. The
party.
Your
party members.
Yeah. Do we take Marshal Wilcott with us, or do we leave him here in jail?
I think we leave him here. We are faster without him.
Yeah, we were low on provisions already.
I say, oh yeah, we need to get those provisions. I tell them.
Heck with the provisions. We gotta.
They should go get. You're beaten to shit anyways. You're gonna take forever to get to us. Go get the provisions. We'll meet you at the next town.
All right, if you say so. And they head out.
I lock the cell doors and take the key with me. Yeah.
You lock him up?
Yep. And I take the key with me.
Okay.
And I pick up the some extra handcuffs from around the sheriff's office to replenish my handcuffs.
Okay. Anything else you guys want to do?
Yeah, we get on our horses and ride like the devil is behind us.
Yep.
Lily, Calvin?
Yep.
Calvin
Same
said
thing.
yep.
Go get on the horse, ride back, or to the town, wherever we're going. Where's Bill?
Okay.
at?
And I'm gonna reload my gun one. We're doing that.
Same.
So you guys hit the trail north in the direction where Bill said he was heading?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Keeping
So,
our eyes peeled for like a big dust cloud or something. I mean, we haven't been in this town for very long, so I don't know how far Bill has gotten from where we were. But we don't want to run straight to the town because he probably didn't get to the other town.
It was a day's ride to get to Dogleg here from where you left Bill. So he would have gotten a day's ride north. So it takes you about a day-ish to come across their campsite. And you should see the campsite ahead. Let me give you guys permission to your tokens.
Now there's a bunch of dead guys here.
There you go. You have permissions of your tokens. And you also notice a few scattered cattle up ahead.
Oh, that's weird.
Do the cattle up here, like, is this grazing area? Is there proper grass here that they could be grazing?
Yeah.
Okay, then I ignore the cattle and I move directly to the camp.
Yeah, they seem to be just chilling.
So you
Oh, no.
see the ranch hands, some are alive and looking over their dead fellows. And Abigail here rushes forward to you guys and says, "Oh, thank goodness you've come. Galt's raiders struck not long after you left. We put up a fight, but..." And she looks back at the bodies on the ground, and she wipes a tear from her eye. "There were just too many of them. A few of us rallied up in that stand of cottonwood trees over there, but Galt just ignored us and took everything. He also got Bill, Javier, and hold on. Joshua." And
they got the info from our that went to town and probably rode straight here.
Oh, Juan and George, what happened?
The sheriff is
Corruption.
one of Gold's lackeys, and he beat the info out of them.
Luke steps forward and he says, "That bastard's got 30 men or more. I know you're hot stuff, but that's too much even for you. I think we ought to ride to the next town and hire some guns of our own to take them on."
I point to Luke and I say, "This is your fault. If you had trained your men better, they wouldn't have given up secrets so easily."
Well, it is like it is. We can't change the past. We just gotta figure out what to do next. So we either go directly to take Galt on, or we go hire some help.
Where's the cook? Where's Bill? Wasn't there a wagon? Where's the wagon?
They took the wagon. Took them to their that way. They took them that way.
They took him to their that way. Okay.
I guess that's a good way to go.
That way.
Oh, that way. Look, somebody smeared shit on the ground and made a giant arrow.
You see in the distance, like some raised, like, cliffy thingies. way out in the distance, and he's like, through there.
Did the dead that are here, are they buried already?
They started digging some graves, but they're also kind of shook up and real sad about their mates, that they haven't quite got up the nerve to bury them yet. They're in mourning.
Well, I mean, what's afternoon?
I was gonna say, what
Shut up.
time of day got to do with anything? Okay, so guys, I think we should probably go try to, get Bill and the cattle and all of this stuff back. However, if there was like that many of them, it might not be a good idea for the, if we lost 4 of them already, and 4 of us came back, that doesn't really give us really great odds. So we should probably go scout out their camp, figure out where they are, figure out what they've got. And meanwhile, you ranch hands, you can finish up over here. Finish burying the dead. Bury the dead, guys. It's not that complicated. Bury them, and then go to the next town and try to hire some muscle. And we'll meet you in the next town with the information. See if maybe we can gather some information before we just charge headlong into a fight that seems like we might lose.
Okay.
You guys already lost.
They look down at their feet and kind of shuffle their feet around, kind of like embarrassed, and they feel bad, and you're making them feel even more bad.
Good. This is the point. It's not like they're gonna get up, they're dead. And if they do get up, that's worse.
That's
All
true.
right. Anyone else have anything? Oh, Maple finally sees a squirrel out there. Well, go get it. Don't just bark at it from in here.
They fucking didn't take the goddamn chihuahuas too? Jesus Christ.
Wait a minute. Wait. Let me
They
find.
took the food truck, but they're like, these dogs, annoying. Left them here.
Oh, I gotta get a third one. I don't have a third chihuahua. Well, one's a lot bigger than the other. I gotta get a third one. I make a mental note to get a Chewini in here.
Third one's not a chihuahua.
Yeah, Chewini. They're running around barking. They're really upset at their dead fellas. They're like, their favorite has died. They each have their own favorite, and they're dead, and now they're real upset and barking. Yeah. So you guys have got a plan? Y'all agree on a plan?
Yeah.
Where's Zenobia? Zenobia's still here.
In that direction.
No, just wait. She's in the cows.
What are you doing?
I'm riding with them, of course. I just didn't move my token.
Okay. Calvin, Lily?
Yep. I'm gonna follow him. I gotta find the boss.
Yep, going along.
I mean, we only get paid if we find the boss, so.
Exactly.
Okay.
They still got enough people to handle the cows.
So,
There's only like 7 cows left, so yeah.
Yeah.
unfortunately,
Imagine just going, well, we are not getting paid anymore and just leaving.
I didn't think we would get this far, and I didn't prepare the next maps. So that's the end of the session.
That's fair.
Yeah, we got a lot done.
I mean, in
We had
fairness,
fun.
all of my dice were coming up 6s.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I
your
imagine
fault.
That was insane.
combat in the town was supposed to take a little bit longer.
That was insane.
Yeah.
Okay, next week my character dies, because if I rolled all the 6s this week, next week it's all 1s.
You're right.
Now, speaking of next session, we have the option of running it during NoonCon on the 22nd. and getting Kitty and Snowtwig called in for that. How do we feel about that? Or do we want to do it after NoonCon?
What are we doing
I'd
on the
say we do it.
21st?
We're doing the picnic.
Okay, so
Picnic
it's not
and
like we're gonna
fishing
be-
and...
It's not like we're out all night drinking, so I mean, that works for me.
I don't go out all night drinking. What are you talking about?
I know you don't.
Why not?
You do?
I don't know, the rest of us might.
Does
There's a
Core?
convention going on. That's what we do at a convention.
We go to bed.
You don't-
We go to bed at 10 o'clock.
I
There are no
I
after
say we-
parties at NoonCon.
say we do the afternoon con.
Yeah, I won't have like good laptop.
Well, I could print out your character sheets, but if you'd rather, have access to all your things from your home, we can do it. Well, I
If he's gonna
could.
look up all the rules.
I have the physical books. I can have a
Yeah.
physical map and have a camera pointed down. But if it's too much, we'll just do it after NoonCon. That's fine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
play something else.
We could do the 6th of July.
Mm,
29th of
should be
June.
alright.
Will
Sure.
work for me.
Yeah, either one of those should be fine. As far as I know.
The 6th of July is a long weekend for you guys.
Yep.
Yeah,
Does that
I think it'd be easier to do it on the 6th for me. I think.
Oh, and
Okay.
I just saw I'm booked out at the 22nd anyways. I'm playing Star Wars.
Cool.
So 29th is better.
Okay. So, the 29th is better than the 6th? We're gonna do the 6th. Alright, thanks chat for
Yes.
being here. And we're gonna
Thank
raid
you.
out to Nerd. I believe is
chat.
streaming because I
Nerd.
saw... Why are you Baja blasting me? Penny, please! If you're gonna bark, do it outside! Nerd. Penny, stop it. Alright, we're gonna raid out. Thanks everyone for playing
Thank you.
and for hanging out in chat. And happy birthday to Inky on Thursday, Doubles last Tuesday, and Snowtwig every day. Happy
Already,
birthday! What?
Happy belated birthday, Doubles. I didn't know.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna out him,
Everybody
except
said
for now!
Yeah, not like you. I wasn't gonna out him, and then did on the internet with a specific date, even.
Okay, bye!
Bye.